Hi everyone, my name is Godfrey, and today I'll be talking about MMM, and we'll be looking at the ideology, mechanics, the rules and benefits of MMM. Let's start with the ideologies. So what is MMM? As you can see here, MMM is an acronym for Mavrodi Mondial Movement, founded by a Russian programmer and a mathematician, Sergei Mavrodi. Also, you can see here that MMM is not a bank. That means MMM will not take your money. You do not pay to MMM. MMM is not an online business, not a hype, as a high yield investment plan, and is not an MLM program. MMM is a financial mutual aid community. As you can see, participants provide help directly to each other. There is no central account, so you don't pay any money to MMM. And the true aim and objective of setting up this great and wonderful initiative by Sergei Mavrodi is to fight against the unfair and unjust financial system of the world. I'm sure you quite know how the banking systems operate, how they make you to labor, live your life based on loans and mortgages, and end up being frustrated. What about some of the government agencies, the private firms? They make you to walk like an elephant and eat like an ant. This is one of the main aim of setting up this great plan, to fight against such unjust and unfair system. Now let's look at the mechanics of MMM. How does MMM work? So participants in MMM provide help directly to each other. By the expiration of 30 days after providing help, participants can get help of 130% of their help provided after 30 days. But if you choose to get help after 14 days and when your payment has been confirmed, that means your growth rate would not have reached 30%. So it takes 30 days for your provided help to be rewarded with 30%. So that means you might be rewarded with a lesser percentage if it's less than 30 days. And also, like we said earlier, participants pay directly to each other. There is no central account in MMM. And this system is bound by the honesty, kindness, and trust of the participant. That is what MMM requires of each person in the community. Next, we'll look at the rules in MMM, how to participate safely in MMM. First of all, you ensure that you operate on only one account. Each participant is allowed to have just one account. If you have more than one account, it means you are operating on a multiple account level and you face the penalty. Secondly, you don't have to go on borrowing from banks or making up big loans to participate in MMM. MMM advises each participant, everyone, to provide help with their spare money. That is to say, the money that you can ordinarily leave in a bank without making use of it at that time. So rather than just letting it waste away there without appreciating or adding any value, you can provide them with it in MMM and it will be appreciated and rewarded accordingly. By the end of the release date, the release time, end of the freezing period, you get help and it will be surely given to you. Also, if you have relatives that you invite your relatives that want to register or come through you, you must also ensure that they do not provide help with a higher amount than the one you provide help with. Participants also, as we said earlier, are rewarded with 30% of whatever they provide within a period of 30 days. And you must also ensure that you provide, when you are paired with your other participants to provide the help, you must ensure that you do that on time and make a confirmation of your payment. As well as the person getting help is also expected to confirm his transaction that he has actually gotten help. Then also ensure that you do not use more than one IP address for a particular account, and also do not use one IP address for several accounts. If that is being done, then most likely you will be blocked from the system. So that is it for rules of MMM, how to participate safely in MMM. And next we'll look at the benefits. What do you stand to gain in MMM? So some of the gains of MMM: first, as we said, you gain an appreciation of 30% of your help provided. You also stand a chance to be financially free, experience the financial apocalypse, which is the main aim of MMM. And you get a reward also if you produce your video of happiness. Normally you write a letter of happiness after you get help, but if you produce it in a video form, you are rewarded also for such. You also stand a chance of being a guider or a manager with MMM, and there are rewards for that as well in percentages depending on the level of referrals or the participants in your level. Alright, so in summary, we say that MMM is a financial mutual aid fund community where members help each other. No central account in MMM. You do not pay any dime to MMM. What MMM requires of you is honesty, trust, and kindness. We operate on the ground of trust and honesty. So together we create a fair financial world order, a world that is void of partiality and unfairness, will bring about a financial freedom for everyone. Together we change the world. Thanks for watching.